Welcome back to Green Tiger Claw Productions, and welcome to a very quick video review of this peculiar contraption. This is Transformers Swapticons, Cheetor, and Tigatron. Yeah. Basically, Swapticons is this new... Ooh, don't look under there. Swapticons is this new Transformers subline featuring effectively two Transformers that combine into one alt mode. They're kind of like... they're not full-on action figures. They're just kind of like fidget toy kind of things, you know, something you pick up to relax. Yeah. And, well, Beast Wars character, and given the Beast Wars nut I am, I simply just had to have this because it's goofy, it's Beast Wars, it's wacky and silly, and it's totally me. So let's crack on and have a look at this cheetah mode, I guess. Yes, if you ask me, it looks more like just a loafing cat. if you ask me. It looks like Pikachu, if anything, actually. Yeah. So this is Tigatron and Cheetor combined into one beast mode. You do get a little bit of posability here with the front and back legs. You know, that is nice. I guess if you want to, you can kind of move the tail about a little bit. Not really going to get much posing out of this little thing here because, well, this is pretty much all they do in this mode. Yeah. He's small. They're small. Quite small. You want an idea of how small they are? Here is Core Class Legacy Cheetor from Beast Machines. About the same size. I thought this guy would be smaller. Yeah. I say it's not a cheetah, but it does have the, typical markings indicative of a cheetah, the spots and the tear marks and whatnot. Bright green eyes. More triangular ears, which I think is more of a domestic cat thing, or maybe an African wildcat thing, because African wildcats are wildcats that domestic cats are descended from. Basically, you know what dogs are to, or you know what wolves are to dogs? Well, that's what African wildcats are to domestic cats. Yeah. Says toy reviews can't teach you anything. All right. He's not really yellow. He's more of like a pale, creamy yellow. Even this guy here, which is supposed to be Tigatron. This is the end that Tigatron forms. Yeah. I will not comment on why Tigatron is such a butt, but yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all this cheetah mode does. It pretty much just sits on your table and looks kind of goofy. I do like it. I think it's kind of neat. Getting into the transformation here. Like I said, it's 2 in 1, so look under there. Yeah. Here's what you do. You rotate here, and then they just come apart like that. Cheetor, there's a little more transforming with these two in particular, though. Like, position Cheetor's arms as such. There you go. There's Cheetor. He kind of stands up on the cat's face. That's kind of unfortunate, but yeah. Here's Tigatron. First figure I've ever owned of Tigatron. Kind of wiggle the tail out. Don't just pull it out because it's soft plastic and could tear easily. It doesn't become a weapon. Neither one of them can hold it, but yeah, there you go. And then for Tigatron, you want to lift him up at the arms here. So there's still a little bit of transforming with these two. What I like to do is I like to take the tail and just wedge it back in here. What if I... Yeah, that's about the best I can do. And there you have both of the boys in robot mode. Starting with Cheetor. Looking at the heads on these guys. I'm really reminded of Mighty Beans, which was like a toy line back in the early 2000s. I think they recently had a comeback, but yeah, Mighty Beans they were these goofy looking bean characters with these stickers on them. They made them look like silly characters. That's very much what this reminds me of. I had a whole army of them as a kid. Yeah, yeah, that's Cheetor. Green eyes, cat-like face, goofy expression. So he, right at the very beginning of Beast Wars, when he's still a kid. I like the cheetah head here, and the metallic paint on the body. Actually got some posability. Their heads can, yeah, they can move up and down. That's for the mechanism for the transformation. Again, I just like this metallic paint and this kind of detail here. It was really, really nice. Yeah. Of course, Cheetor's head is just a sticker, so, you know. And his head is spring-loaded, so, yeah. It's kind of interesting. I like this here. The packaging showed him having like Wolverine claws, which kind of reminds me of his Rise of the Beast design. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, this is the only position where his arms look remotely natural, because in any other position, those look like backwards cat legs, and these, that doesn't look right. So you can only really get him like that, where he's, you know, he's like, put him up, put him up. I got courage. All right. Here's Tigatron. Once again, he's not really white. He's more, you know, just like Cheetor. He's kind of this creamy yellow. Yeah, he's got much the same problem Cheetor does with the arms. You know, there are only certain positions where they look natural. So, you know, you can only get this kind of rock'em sock'em robot look. I really like Tigatron's detail here. There he's with Cheetor. He's a bit more angular and boxy with his tiger head. And I like the metallic turquoise paint. That's really nice. Looks really, really cool, I think. There's the face. Once again, just like Cheetor, he's springy. Heard of whack-a-mole? This is whack-a-tiger and a cheetah. Okay. That's probably the most cheery I've ever seen Tigatron. When I think of Tigatron, I think, you know, stoic, you know, very serious. I don't think I've seen Tigatron look that happy before, but yeah. Yeah. And just like Cheetor, he's got the claws. The tail you're supposed to leave off, but I really don't like leaving parts off. But yeah, you get that kind of effect. Once again, I like to put the tail back on, just like that, so you know you don't have to leave parts off. Yeah, so there's these two. I actually think they're kind of neat looking. I saw pictures of this thinking, oh, these look kind of lame, but having these two in hand, especially with all this body detail here, which again looks really, really nice. I like the gold and the blue on Cheetor. I like the turquoise on Tigatron. Really nice. And then, to get them back into beast mode, their heads connect together like this. And there you go. They're back in the cat mode, but not fully. You gotta. Oh. Okay. I didn't have this back leg all the way. Yeah, you're supposed to. Yeah. I do like that clicking. That is very satisfying. And then just take the tail and put it back as such. It looks like it could be a weapon, but it isn't. Yeah. Yeah, and there they are back in the again, I want to say cheetah, but it's more like just a cat. There is nice fur detailing all around, like both organic and metallic detailing, organic and mechanical, I should say. Like you can see fur below his eye here. That's nice, like the metallic gold paint. Yeah. Pretty neat little purchase, I'm not gonna lie. Of course, it's entirely up to you if you're intrigued by what you see here. If you want to pick this duo up or not. Once again, not really a figure, more like a, you know, kind of more like a, you know, kind of a stress relieving, you know, fidget cube type of thing. Yeah. But if you buy Transformers for those plastic clicks, those satisfying plastic clicks, this is right up your alley. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. If you're intrigued by what you see here, snatch these two kitties right up. So, this is Green Tiger Claw Productions with Tigatron and Cheetor, although you can't really... Sorry, you can't really see much of Tigatron, can you? But he's there, trust me. He's the butt of the joke. I'm literally, sadly. But anyway, this is Green Tiger Claw Productions with Tigatron and Cheetor, and we are signing off. See ya.